And welcome back now to the high school football playoffs. The shooters are gone. Only a few hunters are left, and a win tonight means you get a berth into the region finals.
That's right. And Tates Creek and Lafayette always playing for the bragging rights in the Roy Walton Bowl during the regular season. Tonight, these two Lexington rivals would play for a spot in the aforementioned region championship round. Lafayette won 50-28 a couple of weeks ago. First quarter, UK commit Walker Wood calling his own number, gets some blocks downfield. And number 9 will go in for 6-7-0 Generals with the kiss. Yes! Still in the first, Wood with the screen pass to Tiandre Newcomb. And he's got blockers. He's going to throw a stiff arm right before he gets to the goal line. Lafayette with a 2-touchdown lead. There's the stiff arm, and it was all Generals. 49-13.
LCA putting its undefeated record on the line against the Somerset team, which has been accustomed to playing on the road in the playoffs. The Jumpers haven't been at home since November of 2012 in the playoffs. The Eagles led the state in scoring at nearly 50 points tonight. Right before halftime, and the Eagles get on the board with a touchdown pass from Braden Miller to Ryan Stuckey. That made it 14-zip LCA, but the Briar Jumpers would come out hot after half, as Mason Reese picks up a third down here, and this would then set up the touchdown as Reese finds Jordan Doan, who runs it into the end zone to cut into that lead. However, LCA is rolling 47-14. And Scott County at home against Connor Cougars. The sign said, "Tell your girlfriends you'll be available next week." Since 1998, the Cards are 24-7 at the home in the playoffs. Cardinals' first drive down to the 1-yard line, and Jacob Burton punches it in from a yard out. Extra point was no good. It was 6-0 Scott County early in the second. This is Josh Davis. He faked the handoff and kept it himself, weaving his way through the Connor defense for the touchdown. That gave Scott County a 13-0 lead. The Connor boys are free for dates next week. Scott County advances 46-19.
Lexington Catholic meeting Bardstown. Hello. The Knights have been in the region final every year since 2005. Had to win tonight to keep that streak going. Second quarter, the Tigers, Santrell Farmer off the play action to Trajan Walls. Catholics lead down 21-7, but the Knights come right back. Austin Pedrouche finds a seam, dangerously switches the ball, but holds on. 28-7 Catholic. Ladies and gentlemen, Lexington Catholic is the real deal. Keith Brinkman going to fight to get into the end zone. The Catholics on a roll big time. They were at 40-7 at the half, and it's all Knights, 53-14.
East Jessamine and Wayne County in the 4A playoffs. The Jacks' first ever second-round game at home. First quarter, and looks like it's East Jess's Kyle Gann is going to score the touchdown. But wait, the official would call a holding on the play. Oh. Coach, well,
he's not happy.
I don't think he agrees with the call. 3 minutes left in the first, and Wayne County's Lorenzo Lindsay connects with Stetson Simpson for the touchdown, 7-0 Cardinals. And then in the second, the Cardinals would strike again with German Ruiz getting the score right there. And Wayne County wins it 41-20 over East Jessamine.
In 5A, Madison Southern handled Bullitt East last week. This week it's North Bullitt on the docket. First quarter, Southern's Landon Stacy keeps it on the option. Breaks out of the pile. Touchdown Eagles, 7-0. Southern sticking with the ground game. Carter Smith. Simple name, great game. Takes the fullback dive all the way. North Bullitt, however, comes back in a huge way. 54-41 in a shootout.
Past the Bourbon County, started the year 1-4, 5-1 since. Starting that, what are you laughing over there? Hosting Ashland, third quarter. Ashland threatening from the 1-yard line. A Rick Colburn dived over the pile there. Easy enough for me to say. It was recovered by Daniel Hirblind for Ashland for the touchdown, and they just scored again and again and again. And Ashland gets the win over Bourbon County tonight, 43-13.
In 2A, Danville traveling to Hyden and meeting the Leslie County Eagles, and Tim Couch playing for Leslie. Oh no, he's just being honored. Zach Dampier of the Admirals, the pump fake to David Walker for the touchdown. Eagles answer with their own. Seth Melton, the pump fake, and the Ads bite on it. Tyler Dixon holds it in, goes the distance, but Danville goes on a run, and they win going away in Hyden, 34-10.
On to 15th and Muhammad Ali Boulevard in Louisville. Boyle County met Central in 3A, and we were dancing in the stands. Picking up in the fourth quarter with the Jackets up 24 points, but not for long. Sam Tiller, that's a 30-yard touchdown pass to cut the Jackets' lead to 24-6 after a failed two-point conversion, but it was all Central after that. Boyle County gets stung by the fumble. Central blows out Boyle tonight, 37-6.
Yeah, first play of the game was a scoop and score for Central. At the reservation, Southwestern tangled with North Laurel. Larry French is cold. Third quarter, Trevor Brock takes it in. 27-7 Southwestern. North Laurel's turn. Cole McWhorter is going to look downfield, searching, waiting. He's buffering. He's rendering. He's going to throw an interception. And it was all Southwestern. They're in the region final, 41-21.
Larry French was cool, calm, and collected. Finally, Class 5A, Pulaski County looking for another region final berth. The Maroons have to get through Whitley County. Second half, Pulaski on the read option. The gift to Dylan Hopkins for the touchdown. But Jake New, and you knew Jake New would make a highlight here. How about a 36-yard scamper for the score to put Pulaski County on top? It'll be Pulaski and Southwestern in the region finals. 41-28, the Maroons get the win.